Rokid gave me the opportunity to check out early the new upcoming Rokid AR Lite, the new spatial computing platform with the next generation Rokid Max 2 and the Rokid Station 2. And I have to say, I'm impressed. Here we have two new generation and higher resolution micro OLED displays from Sony and more comfortable design, but most of all, how they actually enter in the buzzword spatial computing with the full custom Android-powered Station 2, the must-have accessory to make this a true AR platform. Hey, Ty here, so welcome to the VR channel. These are the Rokid Max 2 and the Rokid Station 2, the AR smart viewer platform to work in portable triple screen setup, use spatial and 2D app, and of course, as always, play games and watch movies with a massive 300 inches OLED TV. All in here, so well, let's get into it. I usually start my videos with a quick unboxing, but the reality is that this is a very early unit, an EVT, Engineering Validation Testing one to be precise. So as you may imagine, while the design and the feature of the glasses are pretty much set in stone, the case/box is not gonna be the final nor the complete one. So let's consider this a cool preview. And on top of that, because there are just two of these around the entire world, beside the one on their HQ of course, and this one is with me right now, unfortunately I'm gonna have to send them back after some testing that I'm gonna make as long as possible, of course. Luckily though, we know what we're gonna find in the box. It's gonna be the case, the glasses, a cover to block the side view, and additional nose pads, and a cleaning cloth, of course. And with the station, a case for it, and an additional cable, with of course the various user manuals. But over here we have the glasses in all their glory with a new design compared to the previous generation Rokid Max. These are what they call the Dawn Silver version, but they're gonna also be available in full night black. What's different here is the fact that they made them even more comfortable, as the rakes are now soft plastic, flexing for a better fit, and with a new nose air cushion to don't leave those pesky marks on your nose. They have the usual super welcome independent 0 to 600 diopter control wheel with myopia correction, so you don't have to wear glasses with it if within range, and they weigh 75 grams. And as always, they connect to your phone or the Station 2 with the Type-C cable in the back. And this is actually the star of the show, the new Rokid Station 2. So yeah, there's no need for your phone anymore if you don't want to. This is powered by a fully stacked custom operating system Hjerde OS Master based on Android, and it has an integrated 5000 mAh battery to power your glasses, two USB ports, one for the glasses and one to charge it at the same time while using it, two buttons on the side, home and system, on top the power button with a battery indicator and the volume rocker. And the actual top is not actually just a black surface, but a full multi-touch touchpad to interact with the menus. But hey, let's connect them all together, let's check them out, right? Because what are these? These are AR smart viewer glasses, and when you connect them to your devices or to the station, where they're gonna be able to project a giant screen, actually up to 3 screens in front of you. And that thanks to the 2 display reflected directly to your eyes. These are 2 new generation micro OLED displays from Sony with burbuff technology, where they were able to bump up the resolution so slightly at 1200p each eye, capable of up to 120 Hz, with a 100,000 to 1 contrast ratio at 600 nits, brighter and higher res than its predecessors. It doesn't sound much like an improvement, but you can really see the difference over here. As I said, they're brighter, crisper, and they even increased the FOV just a bit, so the screen feels even bigger than before. They're even better when looking at the edges with less blur. Colors are extra vivid as always, thanks to the micro OLED, so yeah, they look good. The cool thing though is that you can use these glasses with every device pretty much. Of course, it supports display out functionalities via USB Type-C, like the Steam Deck, laptops, the new iPhones, and even my old weird and discontinued Surface Duo. And with an adapter, even your consoles. I mean, they're plug and play as a monitor pretty much. They can connect to your phone to mirror the image with the full-blown 300 inches OLED TV stuck to your face, or using the mobile app on Android for a full 3.5 experience. But apparently they heard our feedback where we didn't want to use our phone battery to power them all the time, and we wanted to be able to open any Android app we wanted in full spatial way. You know, setting a movie in front of us and be able to actually look around with the movie stuck in the same place, like if it's at the TV. So yeah, that's why they made the Rokid Station 2. You see, I reviewed the Rokid Station 1 in the past, but that was pretty much an Android TV just stuck to your face. It did what it was meant to do, but nothing more. Well, this is the more. As Rokid this time wanted to create a full spatial computing AR platform. That's why they go together with the name of Rokid AR Lite, to have a complete control over their software and give us some real AR possibilities. I mean, there's a full-blown Android operating system in here, powered by the mid-range Snapdragon 6 Gen 1 at 8GB of RAM. But to be honest, everything feels very snappy. It supports Wi-Fi 6 for fast connectivity, Bluetooth 5.2 for your headphones or any accessory you want to connect like mouse, keyboard, etc. You can install pretty much every app, APK that you find out there. But it's actually easier to show you in person, so let me get to it. This is Hjerde OS Master, the interface with which you're gonna be able to use your spatial computer or whatever you wanna call it, and to interact with it, you can use the station itself as a mouse pointer, as you can see, thanks to the integrated IMU that you can recalibrate like this, and makes this super cool lightsaber sound. Or if you go in the quick settings over here, you can use it as a touchpad, of course, thanks to the gigantic touchpad in front in landscape mode or in portrait mode. Here we have our account with our useful avatar, of course, and after that there's the quick settings with the volume rocker, brightness of the glasses, when you record like we're doing right now. By the way, they have this cool thing that you can use an image in the background, and you can even cast the screen from this to a phone or something like that, so it's pretty cool. And it works also in reverse. But I want to go through the settings a second, because there's a super cool option over here to actually change the APD that not many glasses use, so it can fit better for your eyes. And in About page, we can see that we're running something like Android 13, I think. For everything, we're gonna use the dashboard that is always gonna be in front of us, as you can see, and we can launch the different apps from here that we can install directly. Bear in mind, there's no Google Play Store installed right now. I think they are working on it, I'm not sure. But in case I had to install the apps via APK Pure or Up to Down. The cool thing though, that every app that doesn't need Google services will actually work no problem. If they're made for Android, they'll work over here. So when clicking on the app, it will open a window over there in front of us. And thanks to the 3D eye tracking, you can actually look around and make it feel more like a monitor. Earlier I was saying triple monitor setup, and that's the coolest part because we can open up to 3 apps at the same time. So potentially you can work on emails while playing a game and maybe watching a movie or doing your own stuff. This is really great when it comes to multitasking and productivity, because usually we had just one application or even 0 applications. Before it was a kind of like a mess to do that. Instead, right now, well, you can actually manage the 3 windows at the same time and do 3 different things at the same time. Also, we're running on Android, so we can have any productivity app that you need ready and use that without any particular problem. This is super cool, and as you can see, everything looks and feels very snappy indeed, beside my connection that actually sucks. Yeah, you can actually swap the position in space, but you can't bring it closer to you or further away. This is still an early version, so hopefully they will do something about it. Right, Rokid? But don't worry, if you want a bigger screen, you actually can. You can click over here in theater, you can move it around, you can resize them, as you can see, but there's no way to bring it closer to you or further away. Again, this is an early version. Right, Rokid? But again, this is great to watch movies because the screen will be just stuck in place like the movie theater or a very huge and big TV. You can make it smaller and bigger, as you see. And yeah, it's completely enjoyable. Going back, you also have the reading mode where the screen gets very close to you. It's like a tablet or a small PC monitor. But yeah, the name is accurate because it's actually much easier to read like this. Unfortunately, again, you can't actually resize the window up here, but it's an early version, right, Rock? Rokid. But yeah, the triple screen mode will be your productivity home, and that's how they actually feature it the most, and I think that is the most interesting part of it. But it's not the only way to use it though, because they also have the Spatial app to use with it. This is, for example, Deja Vu is one of my favorite features on the Vision Pro, and they have it over here. You can actually watch like a 3D pictures and videos directly, and they look absolutely phenomenal. If you put it in full screen, you have this cool hazy way to see it, like if it's a dream. Oh, by the way, the browser has full support for WebXR, so be good with it. Use it wisely. And to finish though, this is the App Store, and weirdly enough, there are all the Microsoft productivity apps in there. Here you can find desktop apps, so 2D apps, and various special apps from Rokid. They're not showing up for me yet, but maybe it's a problem with the account. It's very early, but luckily I had some already installed. I mean, this is all a new way to use your glasses, of course. If it starts to feel like a new platform completely for AR or Spatial anyway. I just dropped the glasses. They're gonna kill me now. Sorry, Rokid. I mean, now it's more than just a pair of glasses to connect your things to have a big screen. It's actually something that you can use for productivity. And all of this is great because it will allow Rokid to have more control over what they can do with the apps, going through all the limitations that plain Android on your phone had before. To be honest, I think this is a right way to go. The battery life is very good, with over 4 hours of use, so you can actually watch a full movie with it. Right, Vision Pro. And I love the fact that the station, not being a phone, not having a screen, you can actually just put it in your pocket and go around without even thinking about it. Something that again we weren't able to do before with all the Android's limitation. Is it all perfect? No, of course no. The trackpad could be better, the fan is a bit loud, and the software needs some refinement. But as I said, this is a super early working unit, so that makes me even more excited for what's to come. By the way, you can check them out in the Kickstarter. I don't know why they keep doing it as they deliver every time, but hey, that's a way to get everything with a discount, I guess, and they should start to be available for delivery September 2024. I'm going to leave the link in the description below, so if you want to check them out, you can do it easily from there. They were featured by Qualcomm. They're partnering with the airlines to have it as the infotainment system there, so yeah, Rokid is getting serious. But yeah, I can't wait to check them out again when they're gonna come out officially. I really had fun with them. For now, I'll have to pack them back up. But anyway, guys, let me know what you think about them in the comments below. Let's get them some feedback, shall we? What apps functionalities would you like to see arriving over here? The station. For me though, as always, is all. So, as always, if you liked the video, like. If you didn't like this, dislike. Subscribe to the channel for more of VR tech. If you love the channel, join button on there. Little on further, also the Patreon. Thanks to all the patrons to join the channel, of course. And I see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Ciao.